order, which, in my opinion, I don't think if you issue a candidate with a partial certificate that it waters down the CHRP, because CHRP is our flagship, and I think we are not, we want to be sustainable. We want even maybe 50 years, 100 years to come. We still want HRMPEB to be offering CHRP, and therefore we are not designing it so that we can get out of business or so that we can get out of certification. We are doing it because we want to be more, inclusive, more flexible, more fluid, more aligned to the industry trends. And an opinion is neither wrong nor right, and therefore it is very, very okay. It is very, very okay if you have a different opinion. I think that is fine, and we appreciate and we think about the things you have talked about watering down our CHRP and all that. We will think deeply about that. Again, this is in line with our accreditation policy guidelines, because this is our progressive certificates that we are going to give, or we call them progressive transcripts. The other one is on us, HRMPEB, that we are not very accessible, especially to the new students, and that we've had a bit of problems in communication. Accepting of weakness, I think, is a strength, and I want to accept that yes, probably we have had a few issues with reaching out to our students or with answering our students, but we are putting in some structures so that we can be give feedback to our candidates without failing them as much as we can. And so I promise that we are going to improve on that. We are going to do a lot of outreach. We are doing a lot of outreach out there in the counties, so that everyone can know HRMPEB, and everyone in HR can know that there is a qualification and a certification that is called CHRP. And so we are doing our best. We are not like when we started. I think we are gaining ground. We are gaining ground now. We have certified 3,713, and we hope we certify about 700 per year, 700 to 750 per year, and our target is to maybe do about 900 per year. Now, about professionalism out there, we have a regulator, and I think most of us are members of IHRM. IHRM is our regulator, is our industry regulator. And therefore, IHRM, even if you have done CHRP, IHRM requires you to do continuous professional development for you to remain a competent professional. So CHRP is not the end, because we know things are changing out there. The marketplace is changing there. Our HR space is changing out there. And therefore, we need to professionally develop ourselves throughout the year. And I think now that is where HRM comes in, to ensure that even after we have been certified, we continue. Learning is lifelong. We continue learning. We continue being professionally developed so that we can remain competent, so that competence is not a one-off certification, but competence is, you improve your competence and maintain your competence in the marketplace by doing these professional programs, which are run by IHRM. I think I have done my best to answer the questions. Unless there is one that has not been answered, my team, if you have been taking the questions, you can maybe read any question that has not been answered so that we can address it as we move on to the next session.
Okay, thank you so much, CEO. And we've taken down all the other questions, which most of them are repeating, and you have answered. We've equally noticed that most students On Facebook, we are joined with around 180 students, and most have shown so much excitement on the introduction of certificate per part, and we have their charts. We have also had chats on this Zoom, and we've also had the ones who have concerns about the certificate per part. We will be answering all these questions, and for our students and candidates, and also those who finished and are awaiting certification, we will be communicating clearly on on how you can access this, and we'll communicate each and everything and all the concerns that you've brought here. So at this juncture, I want to go back to the program and invite Mr. Alex Ondieki, who's within us, to just take the students very fast, around 5-10 minutes, on how to book, because we've noticed students have not booked exams, and the exams are closed because we are closing the portal early next month, and you've not booked your exams, your April exams. You need to book your exams as soon as possible. So Mr. Ondieki, kindly, you can now be able to share and tell students how they can book exams and everything else about the April 2025 exams. Alex?
Thank you, Lauren, the MC, for opportunity to speak to the students and the other stakeholders. As you've heard, my name is Mr. Alex Ondieki. I'm the officer in charge of exam administration and student admissions. So today mine will be to take you through the examination booking process, because I've had one of the questions was bordering on what is the fees involved in booking examinations, and how do you go about that. There are those of you in this meeting, I believe you have already booked exams, because we have quite a number, about 700 of you who have already booked for the April exam. And I checked the data this morning. We have about 671 who have initiated the booking, but they have not completed the booking. I believe you perhaps looking for finances to complete the process. And there are those who have newly registered, and perhaps you do not have full information on how to go about the booking process. So that's why I'm coming in at this point, so that I'm able to address that agenda very quickly. So for you to be able to book exam, there are requirements that I set out. Number one, you must be a duly registered HRMPEB student. By that I mean you have a student registration number. And then with that, your account must be active, not dormant. And this goes for those who are registered some time back, whose accounts have become dormant. So then you need to have a student portal login credentials for you to be able to book exam. So I'll go straight to that. Just a moment.
And as Mr. Alex is sharing his the screen, kindly view secretariat here. There are a couple of questions students have, including the exam cards, how they can access booking of exams. You can kindly help in answering those questions. Asante. Mr. Alex, we can see your screen.
So first of all, how do you access the student portal? The portal is available on the HRMPEB website. Here we have got two portals, which that is Curriculum Support Resource Center, CSRC portal, and the student portal.
Alex, you are breaking a lot. We cannot even hear you. I don't know
This is
whether
the
you
portal
can
where you gain
change your
access to
location,
the
Alex.
learning guides and prepare for the examinations, registration, exemptions for those seeking for exemptions, examination booking, access of results.
Alex, Mr. Alex, your network, you have gone silent. Hello? Is anyone hearing
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you, but you had gone silent. You were breaking, then you went silent. You can go on.
All right. Miss, as soon as I break, let me know so that I check on the network. So first, as a student, you need to log into the student portal. So I'm going to do this very practical. It's not a presentation or rather anything written down. So it's just a practical login. So you log into your student portal account. Then if you're a registered student, you'll get to your student dashboard. Here on the left-hand side of the student portal, we have the main navigation panel where you'll find all these services. So one of it is examination booking. You click on examination booking. Then under that, we have got new booking, drafts, my bookings, student timetable, exam card. So new booking is you're initiating the booking for the first time. Drafts is if you initiated the booking, for instance, those who have initiated the booking and they have not completed or made the payment. The next time you log in, you again don't go to new booking because you already have a booking number. You cannot raise another examination booking number if the earlier one is not exhausted to the very end. So therefore, you pick it up from the drafts point. My bookings basically shows you the examination bookings that you have done so far, and then the student timetable. Once you book exam successfully to the point of payment, you should be able to receive your individual examination card or timetable, which will enable you to sit for exam, and I'm going to demonstrate this to the very end. So the first thing, you click on new booking. So again, you click on the green button indicated book examinations, and this process is as easy as ABCD, just like creating a Gmail account. So therefore, if you register the system, there are information again that where it's gray, you don't need to input any information. Where it's active, you are required to click on the drop down and select the examination that you're booking for. But ideally, we have got one examination sitting at a time. So therefore, it is the only one that you will find. You select mode of study. So here all students taking the CHRP, you have got three modes, approaches through which you can take the program. The program as an institutional-based candidate. What we mean by this is that you enroll in a training institution. HRMPEB as an examining body, we don't per se do training. So the board has accredited quite a number of institutions that do CHRP training. The list is available on our website. So you enroll in one of these training institutions where you pay tuition fees, you attend class, whether physical or virtual classes. And then at the end of the day, you sit for the national examination, CHRP examinations administered by the board. That's what we mean by institutional. And then what you need also to know is that now that we have examinations done in April and August and in December, so therefore, just like university where they refer it as semester, here we call it examination, the series. So for you to sit for April exam, you need to start preparing from January. So classes usually begin in January all the way until you sit for exam in April. So that is institutional candidate. Private candidate, you are studying on your own. So here, that's why we have that curriculum support resource center portal to enable you gain access to the curriculum support materials for you to gain access and also prepare. But those materials are also available even for institutional. As long as you are a registered HRMPEB student, you can gain access to those materials. They are not only limited to whether you are private or institutional candidate. The last option here, blend, and I'm exhausting on this for those who are booking for the first time because you may be confused to which option are you picking here. Blend, it means you are combining both. Maybe you are booking, you plan to sit for 3 units, and there are 2 units that you feel they are a bit difficult for you to grasp the concepts, and so you wish to attend class in a given training institution, and also to manage funds or to, there is another unit you decide, you say, this one is a bit easy, I can study on my own. That's what we call blend. So you choose the one appropriate. So I'll do a demo for both. That is the blend and institutional and private. So assuming you are an institutional candidate, you will select institution, and then the system will ask you to indicate your training institution. So you will select your training institution from the list. So if I pick any randomly, you should be able to, after that, to click on renew and book. And then it will take you to the next phase, which is reload all available papers. Lorraine, confirm that I'm audible, please. When you get to this phase, it's advisable that you click on reload available, refreshing that page to ensure that you have all the papers are populated. Here the system populates any